already got his.
Oh,
The
we
silent
can talk over him?
DM. Rocks fall. Nobody dies.
Testing? There we go. Okay. Let me double check to make sure we're sounding good. Okay, cool. All right, welcome back to Nerdy Playbook. Before we begin, we're going to go to a couple quick announcements. Next week, we are off. All campaigns will be taking a break, as per usual, for the end of the month. Give us a little mental break and let us enjoy reality, if it's actually decent, with whatever reality offers to us. We will be updating when I believe it's the 13th of December we're doing Star Wars. Can someone remind me of the date for Star Wars?
Stand by.
December 13th.
Yeah.
December 13th. Okay, so December 13th we'll do the next episode of Star Wars. Do not forget that all our episodes of all our campaigns are on demand on YouTube, the Nerdy Playbook. So if you need to catch up on anything, Star Wars isn't too far in, so you can catch up pretty good. We are getting to the final episodes of these campaigns, though. Both Echoes and Blades are getting to their final 6-7 episodes. So if you need to catch up, there are plenty of episodes to watch. We will do a campaign for after this, so there'll be more to actually watch after this if you feel like this is a little too much for you to watch. Let's see. We will have another session at the 5 Bar this Thursday. We're finishing up Call of Cthulhu. So if you do want to watch Call of Cthulhu, we still are offering the drink special. Come get a themed drink, roll your dice for it, get some cool vibes. And then after that, we'll resume in the following couple weeks. We'll resume their D&D campaign. I think that's it. Anyone else? Cool. I'm gonna go in the intro.
Yes.
All right, we are back. So last we left off, the team themselves now taking a temporary break over in the Shadowfell inside what is now Dahlia's queendom. A night was stayed, a gala occurred. Drum ensued, and bonding happened in many ways. With that, Hades also was sent into a sort of a separate reality that's based on his powers. Now gaining the powers of lore, he is privy to all the information that is offered, as long as a certain god named the Weaver dictates it so. Since there hasn't been a god of lore or anything across those lines since her creation, no one has known the information that he currently knows. And that eventually, after an X amount of time, the worlds will eventually die. And it is up to him to essentially figure out what to do with everything in that point. Also seeing a vision after he wakes up of Sagaria disappearing with only a black void coming in its place, much as maps that you've seen earlier in the campaign of a black mass replacing Sagaria in the middle, with a message from Kokolpil that only he heard. But we leave off there. Everybody had a long rest. If you didn't already click the long rest button, you absolutely can. As you wake up in the morning, an immediate pain hits everyone's head except for Hades. A sharp pain that comes through. Now, to a few of you, it feels a little differently. Dahlia, Dira, this is a hell of a fucking migraine. Zephania comes in through less of a pain, more of an annoyance. But you guys are in the same room. You don't know the other ones are taking this into account. As you're all pulled into a vision with millions of others, mortals of different kinds, into a vision of a black void that Hades saw. And a familiar voice communicating to all of you. The voice of Kokolpil, reaching to every mortal that can hear her. My shackles have been broken. Fate and destiny no longer bind me. By my rule, I have now been freed. Laws no longer dictate what I do, and I take this land for myself. Challenge me if you will, and perish as you will. Fall to your knees, serve me, and become part of my order, and survive. I give you all 1 month. Make peace with what you believe in and who you believe in. I challenge anyone who comes to stop me. And the pain stops. As immediately you start hearing rustling throughout the castle, as you assume that many others had had the same vision at once. Even some maybe staffing that dropped some plates as soon as this hit them. Like it hit them like a bag of bricks right in their head, and immediately they dropped everything as they had to just put their hands to their head in sharp pain. But the pain is gone with a moment or two of an extreme annoyance. It is left as quickly as it began. But you assume, based off the sound, that everyone, at least in the castle, saw and heard what you saw, experienced what you experienced. Not a message specifically left to the 5 of you, or 4 of you technically, but to everyone who can hear. It is the morning. I'd say about 10. The day is yours.
I get up. I am going to think to Obsidian. Did you hear that?
I mean, the guy dropped like some shit all over the place. I mean, I heard it.
No. Kokolpil, threatening.
Where is she?
Demanding.
I'll get her.
I don't know where she is, but she was in head. Oh.
Oh, no. I can't say that. No. I didn't hear anything.
You didn't hear a thing. All right. Thanks. I'll go find the others. And I'll get up and go see if I can find the others.
Okay. As you would leave your room, you do see that there's a couple messes on the ground, as you see that some of the staffing that we're trying to clean up probably dropped different plates, and they're starting to clean it up as they're kind of like looking at each other, and maybe due to the confusion, they don't want to speak abruptly, but they both look at each other confused and trying to wonder if they both saw the same thing.
I'm gonna kind of help pick up and ask them, did you hear a voice and have a pain?
They shake their heads.
All right. You all right?
We're quite fine. Thank you. Thank you. It was very kind of you.
All right. Well, good morning. Sorry. And I'm just going to go look for the others.
Okay. Which door do you hit first?
Whatever is first that I know belongs to one of us. Whatever's closest.
I'd say the closest would be...
His shoulders cross-eyed.
You got a little schmutz.
Yeah, I mean, I think he kind of comes to as seeing her making a face, I'm assuming.
Panic face. The extreme panic.
Okay, so then I'm not going to assume that you heard Cuckoo Pants. So yeah, he's just kind of...
What happened? Are you okay?
Yes, I believe I am... just a side effect, I suppose, of gaining the new source of power that I have obtained.
Bleeding from your nose and ears is not a good side effect. I think Dira should look at you at least.
Nothing that I know of was bad, really, that happened in my sector of what just transpired. There's a lot that I have to process, I just need to talk to you, I think. I just need to get it out and try to understand what I just think has happened.
Vision?
Yes, one, so there's a god that I guess I took their name, potentially?
I'm going to interrupt you there. As soon as you start singing this, she can't hear you. Almost like talking about this information, no one can hear you.
I'm just gonna keep going.
You can hear yourself,
I
but to everyone else,
Yeah.
your mouth is like sewn shut.
Yeah, I'm still talking. I'm just
Okay.
I don't realize
I
it.
can't hear you. Yeah, there's.
What do you mean you can't hear?
I'm snapping to hear if I can
You can snap.
hear that.
As soon as he asks you a question, if you can hear him, you can hear that. But whenever he switches the topic to whatever he's trying to talk about, you cannot hear it.
That's rather annoying.
Whatever happened? Is it Cocopial? Is she doing this? Is it?
No, it's not Cocopio. I'm gonna attempt things. Let me know if this doesn't get across.
Okay. So here you go.
A being older than Bahamut spoke with me. I have a decision that I have a year to decide. Beyond that, a long-term fate is at stake.
Yeah, you're good.
I apologize for the vagueness, but it appears as though somebody's keeping me from saying everything.
What is this decision? If you can say it, what do they want you to do?
Perhaps a cautionary tale would suffice in hoping that you would understand. Apparently, Cocopio and her sister and father existed in a realm before our
You're
own.
muted.
I thought that was knowledge. I thought we knew that.
But she doesn't know you know that, so she's muting whatever.
I thought everybody kind of knew the whole Cocopio story beforehand.
Not everyone, no. So she's
Okay.
she's muting whatever she told you. So if you're trying to repeat whatever she said, doesn't matter what you already know, she's going to mute it.
Let's try this instead. Once, there was 3 very powerful beings. and they existed in a world together. Another very powerful being had insight to give them the ability to exist in a world of their own making. And when that happened, a new book was created in which they wrote the story. The story has progressed to a point of culmination, and once the story is finished, the world in which the story exists potentially will no longer be, and a new book must be written by somebody. A new author with much knowledge.
At this point, knock knock on the door from Dira.
I'm just gonna roll to see if I kind of understand. I have no idea what you're saying. That was a whole nat one.
I was gonna ask what kind of check you're making, but I guess it doesn't really matter. At this point,
Just like
Dira
an
knocked on the-
intelligence check. Just if I got over 10, I was gonna. Because I have 0 intelligence. I like to hit things.
It's like golf. The lower your score, the better.
I got -1. Woo!
We're playing by those rules. I understand everything.
Me too.
The world makes utter sense.
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
are smart.
yeah. Dira, you knock at the door at this time.
Knock, knock, knock.
I opened the door. Dira,
You all right? What's happening?
check on Hades if you don't mind.
Sure.
Something
Did
happened.
y'all hear the thing?
Oh, we sure heard it.
Wait, you all heard that?
Oh no, no, we didn't. Yes, we did.
I heard Cocobiel threatening, got him month, blah blah blah. Neil pounding headache. Then it stopped.
Yes, we did. Sorry.
No, did I hear that and have the vision, or were they the same?
No, you didn't get the same one that they got because you already got it ahead of time.
Got it. So I got the previous vision, but not the secondary. I'm
Correct.
Gonna kill you all.
You would assume that you got the vision as she was doing it kind of live, and then it was broadcasted out and hit everyone else.
Got it. So I'm on Discord with her. They're on Twitch.
Correct.
Okay. Got it. Okay.
What am I checking? Are you all right?
He collapsed last night and was bleeding from his nose and his ears, and he can't tell me exactly what happened.
What happened? I'm gonna do medicine check.
And
Okay, medicine check.
14.
I mean, he's bleeding from a lot of spots. It looks like it has stopped. There is no like wounds that shows that he's been physically harmed.
You said you're feeling all right.
Yes, I had a rendezvous with someone of power, we'll say.
Who?
Unrelated to anybody we've dealt with. It's something that it's related to the power thing that I seem to have
Just what we need
accomplished.
another one.
Well, this
What
one
have you done to yourself?
I have done. Blame Apollo. This is all his doing. No.
Well, that's real convenient because he's gone.
Right? What a jerk. No, it's like, it's, apparently, I can't say much, because the being that is somehow hampering my abilities to share information that I have obtained.
Let me show you these puppets.
It won't let you talk.
I pull out a piece of paper,
Okay.
and I try to write down, what was it? Her name.
Okay. If you write down the Mindweaver,
I knew it was Weaver something.
If you write down Mindweaver, it comes out as scribbles.
Okay. I'm like, can you all read this?
no.
Oh, I thought it was just
Can't.
me. I thought maybe you were right.
And I'm gonna do that. Hold on. Hades' brain here. He's gonna draw a brain and then webs and like a little plus sign.
Here we go.
That
You can do another intelligence.
Does that come out of scribbles?
No, that's
that
fine.
some kind of
That's
fruit?
fine. Yeah. Give me performance. Well, no, you're good at drawing. Yeah, you're fine. So you're good. Yeah, all right. So you draw that out. All right.
Is that some kind of fruit with a spider?
That's a brain, which was another name for a brain.
A brain.
So,
Oh, that's right. That's what that great big one looked like.
Mind?
They're spiders on the elder brain.
And then he's like, and then this is
It's
Spider
a
web.
web.
yes, but if
Yeah.
you take them and you intertwine string or web, it makes a
Web.
yes.
Tangle.
Of a mind?
No. If you were to
Tangled brain. I mean,
if you're in a crowd and you're going between people, you are doing what between them?
Dodging?
Close to touching.
Weaving back and forth?
Dodging. Back and forth? Brain back and forth?
No. I pointed the finish.
Mind? What is Mind Weaver?
That's it, right there.
Oh,
Mind weaver.
I did not know it was
That's-
gonna be that funny. Oh,
We broke
Hey,
him.
you present a problem to me.
I
Here's your
did
box.
not. I did not know this was
I'm
gonna
way
turn
the
to
fuck
D and
over
D
there.
Pictionary. Like this is. Oh.
I hope you fuckers like Pictionary.
That's gonna be our next game show night.
Oh,
I'm just
you
drawing
believe it.
like comics of what happened now. I'm like, yes, that is the name of the being that is existent, and is one that gave power to, and I point at your sword, Dira.
Okay. To Ultima to the gods?
Beyond Ultima. What does your sword kill?
Bahamut.
Yes.
So someone who gave the power to Bahamut
Apparently, a mortal Bahamut.
talking. He was. That's Ultima said something about that. Like he was just a wizard once.
Well, it would appear that most gods, possibly, were humans or mortals first.
Or he said he was mortal. I don't know if he was human. I mean,
Mortal is what it meant.
they talk about like.
I will.
Where does this stop? If the gods got
doesn't.
their power from Bahamut, got their power from this mind weaver, where'd she get it from?
Who knows if there's anybody above her? But
But she's the end all be all of everything.
possibly, I don't even know. There's more than I care to try to elaborate upon. Hopefully, what I told you will sink in eventually, as I gain more strength from whatever power source that I draw from that person. I will be more at liberty to give out information.
So, what they say about what we should be doing about Bahamut and the other?
There's nothing about what we need to do or you need to do about Bahamut or Kokopiel, more or less, more than we already know. It's more something that involves me.
You.
All he could tell me was there's something about books and a year, and I'm sorry, Hades. I just don't understand it right
It's
now.
okay.
Well,
All I can say is that
she gave you
the existence
year.
of the I kind of point at everything tends to fall in my
I
The
know
9.
this one. 9. Earths.
9
Planets. Realms? 9 realms? So you hold the 9 realms?
all the realms.
what's to be potentially.
So no pressure then.
I wish I could elaborate more, but it appears as I am not able to.
Well, that ain't useful.
Not in the slightest.
Anyhow, this mind weaver give you a year. Kobe apparently gave the rest of us a month.
Well, I believe I will be speaking to said person, not Kokopiel, once we deal with Kokopiel.
Where did that come from? It was like a blast right through my head.
Well, do you remember Sagaria?
Yeah.
Well, what used to be Sagaria is not longer there. Kokopiel is, and there is nothing but a black void, it appears.
I didn't see that. Did this person show you that?
Well, after talking to said person and coming back to reality here, I seem to see things as they were in time. And I didn't get... You said that there was a threatening thing? I don't think I got the threatening thing. I got more of a... This is
Everybody
what's
bend
going
the
on.
knee and whatever you believe and make your peace, and I don't even know what.
I got
it
that.
ain't useful to get your message across, make everybody's head about near explode.
Well, I saw that they were there, that the fates...
Seems like we got a month to bend the knee to her, and then...
Well, as I see it, if I'm correct, they are only a quarter of what they could be. I would like to believe that we still stand a chance.
We do still stand a chance. I mean, we have powers that we didn't last time we saw her. We've got friends. We
ain't got a choice but to believe we got a chance.
take her down. After Anima.
Suppose we should probably figure out what we're doing with that first. Let us keep this realms thing amongst ourselves for now. I don't really need it getting out. And I know
Don't even
Delia has her...
understand it, so
Well, Delia has enough on her plate right now as it is.
you don't want
add
to
to it.
tell Dahlia.
I don't want to add to her plate right now. She's got a lot going on.
Yeah, I guess it don't matter much right this minute, but there'll come a time she needs to know.
To be fair, I don't think any of you all knowing about this really affects the outcome.
I don't know.
All right, Kokopiel putting us all on blast, notwithstanding. I don't think that changes our plans today. We got an Anima to hunt down. It's about high time we did it.
I'm gonna pause right there. We're gonna switch over to the one person who's not been able to speak this whole session thus far.
Just listening to her friends plotting against her.
It's okay. I'm doing great with the miming over here. Like, Hades at strike one.
Strike two.
You don't know nothing.
Little did we know
Tell
she's
me
got
shit.
all her quarters bugged already.
Back up into the what is now the Queen's quarters. Dahlia, what are you doing?
Am I taking it away?
Yeah, you're taking it away.
Well, she would have been sleeping peacefully, probably with a specific person, and then the migraine would have woken her up. Did he wake up too?
Nope.
No. It's just that's concerning to me. Okay.
I don't know.
Red flag.
No, I don't like that. Do I hear the crashing of stuff, or am I too high up?
You're too high up. Yeah, you don't hear that. The servants' quarters are far beneath you, and both physically and in other ways. Yeah, you don't hear anything.
Well, that's good because that means they didn't hear anything either. Well, if he's still sleeping, then she gets that vision. She's just gonna chalk it up as her foresight stuff, and she's going to go just start getting ready, throwing on clothes, being like, "Shit, it's already 10."
What are you doing? What time is it?
It's past 10, I think. we should probably get moving. I'm sure they're gonna come looking soon, and I don't want to answer questions.
Right. All right. Yeah. All right.
Throws clothes at him.
All right. All right. Yeah, I'm up. Starts putting on his clothes.
She's like lacing her bodice, and she's like, not to rush you. But we should keep this a secret for now.
Yeah, I got it. Immediately throws on his last piece of clothing and then sheathes the sword. I guess probably best if I head out first. He starts heading to a door.
Steve. Okay. Sure, that's fine. Do you have any questions about, ruling the Shadowfell, like while we're still here? Alone?
Don't die, kill people that really want to fuck with you. I think I got it.
Well, like, don't kill them, like, outright, but yeah, I mean, if they're going to plot something, yeah, you can kill them. Maybe discreetly.
I've seen enough idiots rule a throne. You've seen enough people do it wrong. There must be, do the opposite way. It should work.
Fair. She just looks like at the space between them. She's like, do you have any questions about this? Or maybe we should put a pin in that? I don't know.
He walks up to you. Well, since you bring it up, he just grabs your hand and just pulls you closer to him. I don't have a question. Just my personal feelings. I'll help you out with the Shadowfell because it's for you. I don't want to do it for anyone else. Just know that. You go do your thing. You go find Anima. Just know how I feel about this. As he gives you a kiss, and then he just immediately walks away and just leaves without letting you respond.
Emotional turmoil. She lets him leave, and kind of just paces around the room for a good 10 minutes so it's not suspicious.
Okay.
And then she will exit as well. And see, I don't know, what does she see when she first comes down?
Well, he would hit the group first. So how long do you wait after he leaves?
About 10 minutes.
10 minutes. All right. So he goes downstairs. I'd say at this point, Silica's already not there. He already left. You guys don't know where he is, but you guys might not know that he already left. But he comes down and sees the three of you conversing. Are you guys in the hallway or are you guys in the room conversing?
I imagine
I think we were in the room.
Okay.
We were in the room conversing, but I imagine we were getting ready to go out. So.
He hears you guys all right. Let's not try to cause any drama. Maybe they won't hear me. And he's going to roll a stealth check. He's going to try to get past you guys without you guys noticing. Where's my die? There it is. Oh boy, that's a 30. If anyone wants to try to perception on that to see if they can recognize it.
I think we're pretty pretty into what we're talking
That's
about.
absolutely
Don't hear a
not
single
going to
thing.
happen.
I got too much blood in my ears.
He's going to Looney Tunes tiptoe by. And he's going to pass by. And he's just going to look at, kind of peek in. And he's like, not my problem. And he's going to keep walking on. He's going to pass by knowing that he does not want to deal with the drama. And he goes by. With the amount of time it takes him to make sure he's being super quiet, by the time you get down there to Dahlia, you just see that he's finally getting down the next stairwell going down. As you do hear a conversation going on in what would be Zephynia and Hades' current room. It looks like he passed by without them noticing.
If I hear them conversing, he obviously slipped away, so I'm like, and it doesn't sound like they acknowledged him, which is fine. Very fine. If I hear them conversing, I'm going to kind of discreetly make my way towards the door, so it's not inconspicuous, but I want to be quiet because I want to hear what they're talking about.
Okay. So, stealth check.
Uh, 25.
If anybody wants to try to see if they can hear it. perception check.
Not with my
Try.
scores.
I highly doubt it. But
All right, you're able to make it up to the door, Dahlia. You can give me a perception check to listen in to see if you can hear the whole conversation without them noticing.
Where is perception? Ooh, that's good. Oh, there's another 25.
Okay. You can hear the whole conversation ensue. So you guys can continue your conversation, and she'd be able to hear in wherever you guys left off.
well, don't tell Dolly apart.
I think it was.
I'd say mostly
Maybe-
Dahlia. You probably would have got like the last minute of their conversation. That was pretty much it.
Which was, in fact, the Don't Tell Dahlia part.
So which one's the Don't Tell Dolly part?
It was don't tell Dahlia because she's got a lot on her plate right now.
Fair.
Yes,
fair.
it was.
That's what.
That's what was said.
It is
Hey,
what was
100%
said,
what you meant.
you can insight all you like, lady.
but that is absolutely what was said.
That was verbatim.
Okay.
Continue, kids.
Okay. Whatever you guys want to do in the room. She's just gonna listen in.
Well,
I guess we should find out where Anima is, what the game plan is, and head out sooner rather than later. Especially with these visions and everything.
I'm all for
going on.
sooner.
It appears as though we are on a timetable.
Anima first, then Cacopial. Let's just knock
Sounds
them
like a
down.
solid plan.
At this
Dira,
moment, Dahlia, you immediately see a servant run towards you. Ah, Queen! Perfect! I've been looking for you! Immediately starts running up as you guys hear someone run towards the door looking for the Queen. Ah, perfect! Ah, I hope you're not indisposed. I have an inquiry for you.
All three of us just poke our heads out.
Yeah, I hear
the door, like-
that. I'm probably closest to the door. I'm gonna go open it and see what's going on.
Ah, great news.
Dolly's just leaning on the doorway with her arms crossed. As the servant runs up and she knows that they're coming to the door, which they open it, she's just looking at them with a raised eyebrow.
I'm looking right back at you with a raised eyebrow.
Picking blood out of my ear.
I turn to this. After a moment, I turn to the servant. Yes.
I was requested by your brother to meet him down in the council chambers. Apparently, there's an urgent meeting due to whatever transpired as of within, well, the thing that we all saw in the past X amount of time.
Did we see it or did we just hear it?
You guys would have seen like a
Above
vision
table.
too.
Okay. I misunderstood that. Thank you.
So you guys would have, while this is being told to you, you guys would have seen Sagaria, but instead of Sagaria, it was just a black dome of energy.
Okay. All right. That changes my assumptions. Thank you.
I look from the servant and I turn back to the group. I'm like, you all saw that too?
Seems like
More or
everybody
less.
did.
Yeah.
Maybe everywhere. I mean, if it's reached into the Shadowfell, it must be all over Avernus for sure. Who knows where else?
I turn back to the servant. We will make our way to the council chamber immediately. Thank you.
It's my pleasure, as he immediately bows and immediately starts walking off.
Maybe Scylla
Are you
knows
all
something
ready?
about this?
I would assume so, but we have to talk about the, Anima and everything anyway.
I guess
Yeah,
we go
I think
then.
there's no time to waste.
Okay, you guys head to the council chambers?
Yeah.
Okay. With only now a few council members left, due to this being a private session, there's only a handful of people down there. Scylla, Coward, and I'm not going to pull out the sheet right now, but you're the council member. And
Okay. Is Soma there?
Soma is not there. He was not contacted. He is not a council member, so he was not contacted.
If I see he's not there, I'm gonna have to go find somebody and let him know that he needs to be there because
Khalil and Howard or my notes from last week.
Khalil, yeah, that's his
Okay,
name.
thanks.
Yeah.
So you try to communicate to somebody to go retrieve Soma?
I'll cast message if he's within range, but if he's not within range,
What's
then
the range
that's
of
when I go
message?
get somebody. Ooh, wait! I should memorize this because it's my new favorite spell. It's 120 feet.
And you wouldn't know to message him until you get down to the chambers? Or would
Yeah,
you
most likely.
then it's
I
out of
would
range?
have assumed he was. Yeah, I would have assumed he was there, and if when he wasn't.
Yeah, because you're pretty much far underground. It would just be. It wouldn't even be. Where is that? No. Yeah. No. He would just be out of range.
Is he getting breakfast? Okay, then I will. When I see he's not there, I will. If there was a guard standing outside or somewhere where I visually saw him, I would. If they're within 100, if I knew they were within 120 feet, I would cast message to them.
Okay, there's plenty of guards. Yeah, you can message. You can message one of them to retrieve Soma.
I just cast message to one of them and ask them to retrieve Soma.
Okay. They immediately start walking upstairs. As everyone that should be present, the Queen, are we all set for the council meeting?
We need one more, but we can go ahead and get started.
Okay. All right. Silic, you had this in attention. Well, let's just put this plainly. Unless there's someone here that can say otherwise, it seems like everybody's seen the same vision. Are we all agreed that we've all seen the same thing? Everybody shakes their head along with you guys. I did some quick research once I saw this. Based on what I know, Sagaria is gone. Currently, it's replaced by some kind of energy that's replaced it. Some kind of black dome.
I can confirm that.
Oh, you seen it?
It's a long story.
I know better than to ask details. Fair enough. So we have several accounts that this is actually occurring. This is happening now. We already knew of Kikulpiel's threat. It's one thing for us to deal with it on our own, but at this point, as far as we know, every person in this realm and Averant, and several that we are in contact with in the Feywild, has seen the same vision. It has gone from being more of a personal matter to now a realm matter and multi-realm of that case. I know, sister, that you just became queen, but at this point we need to figure out a solution to deal with this, lest there be a panic that will affect the castle, if not the whole Shadowfell at large.
I do have a plan in place, and actually, I look to the group. We have plans to find Anima and absorb his power, however necessary to do that. Dira can do that. And then we go off to stop Kikulpiel.
Immediately, the main cult member interjects. Maybe I'm a little bit behind on what you all have been doing, but would retrieving another Blade of Bahamut solve?
I look to Dira to answer that question.
I confer to my paladin.
let me
It ain't so much a matter of retrieving as neutralizing, absorbing. We have the key to take all the power in one place. And well, I don't rightly understand it all, but take the power of Bahamut and use it, I guess I hope, to save the world.
Howard interjects. So, you all already retrieved all the blades, and Anima's the last one you need?
Not all of them, but they're all accounted for.
So you know where the others are. Will it take too
The
long to
ones we
retrieve
don't
them?
Above table, we do, right?
Yeah, you do. I mean, you guys do know that the others from the other team actually are wielding the other ones you're missing.
That's made kind of without knowing it, what we've been doing for a while.
And
So yeah, they're all accounted for.
and you're certain that those warriors would be willing to part with their, well, I guess say prized possessions?
We're sure they don't want to see the world end any more than we do.
At this point, Silix is kind of playing around with the handle of his sword. Howard interjects again. Look, I'm a simple mage. I know my fair share of what the blades can do, but is your intention to absorb all of them and use it as a weapon to kill Kokopiel, or what's your... Do you even know what your plan is, or are you just kind of going with it?
I kind of looked at Alia. I guess it's a Shadowfell's business as well, but it ain't just. The plan is to stop Kokopiel. The details, they're a little bit of a work in progress. Ain't gonna lie about that. We're learning more every day. If you got any insights to share with us, we'd appreciate them.
We have all but one blade accounted for, so it makes sense to go retrieve the last blade that we need. And
we know the folks
take on Kokopiel.
With the rest of them.
We sit down with these other people that possess the blades, and we figure out whether we're going to use them separately to take her down, or if we are willing to give them up and put them into one blade to take her down.
All due
But either
respect,
way,
simple mage. You're asking these questions for a reason. Can we know what it is?
I know that everything has a price. Wielding such power requires what I assume is going to be a great sacrifice. I assume we took that sacrifice into account. I wouldn't want us to lose our queen a month after we just gained her.
You ain't gonna lose her.
Well, that's all I need to know.
I raise an eyebrow at Dira.
Well, hopefully we won't lose any.
I am pointedly not looking at Dahlia.
Silicon interjects. With that piece of business out of the way, and with that taken care of, at this point, Selma starts walking down. I'm assuming that was the last person waiting for.
Yes.
Selma just kind of comes around quietly, just like, excuse me, pardon me, sorry, and starts making...
I'm gonna reach over and grab Z's hand, and just so she looks at me, just shake my head like, no, just let it go right now.
Selma just stands right behind Dahlia. As I was saying, as Silik continues, not minutes after, which is why I took such haste with this, and I apologize for such an early call, I was immediately communicated with, well, no offense, sister, but my other queen. This is... She is quite aware of how this is going to be more of a aberrant problem and more of a everyone's problem. You all are going to go to retrieve Anima. We need someone to be in your stay Along with that, I hate to inform you, I don't guarantee I'll be here when you get back.
You will not be here?
Well, I don't know. I do serve this council, but take no insult. But I swore an oath to her first. She is currently summoning the Arbiters to her. So, I can postpone, I can wait, but it depends how long you guys take to retrieve Anima. Nonetheless, I will do my best to be there for the final bout. I'll do my best to be there to help you strike a blow. For the uncomfortable information that I would like to express, I do know, as he puts down his sword onto a table, that I carry a blade myself. I'd be lying if I said that it was an easy thing to part with. So, if you would do me the courtesy of waiting until the very end to take this part from me, I'd greatly appreciate it.
Ain't planning to take any of them by force. If you'll be there, if you'll be with us, that's all I can ask.
I will be there. I will be there when it is necessary. I will be there for everything. Myself and the other Arbiter has been summoned for one specific task. As you heard from the message, she is challenging anyone who wants to fight her, and she's summoning anybody who's already served her. As we know, her cult is vast and it is large. It wouldn't be surprising that they are forming up around her as we speak. I'm going to do my best to keep our connections with the Heartwind Kingdom, with Abris. Keep it strong and keep it tight. I'm assuming, based on context, my queen and her team are going to deal with the Guardian. Myself and my partner will deal with the cults and hold them off until you arrive.
And who is this partner?
I believe you've had some dealings with him before. He is Murpha.
Describe him.
Large, simple, likes to punch people in the face really hard.
Dahlia thinks back to the vision that Serena shared with her. Do you have to go? Is there any other way around us?
He just immediately steps up and he looks at you. I'll hold off as much as I can. She wants me there in 2 days. If you can be back before 2 days, I can try to make a different arrangement, or you guys can come with me. Don't worry, I'll be fine.
I look to the group. Do you think we can do this in 2 days?
I think it's a good idea to try if we can. Depends on where Anima is, I guess.
If I can locate him throughout the Shadowfell, then maybe we can get there quickly. Take him out, bring him back, or whatever we take back from him.
If you can find him, I can definitely speed up the process. I can take you there, but I can only take you as far as his domain, not to his position. You can find him. I can at least get you near. And with all hope, you can make it back in time.
I think whatever advantage we can get.
Agreed.
You all are new to the Shadowfell, so there's a bit of warning I will give out. I'm going to assume he's on the I know this is a little bit redundant, but he's on the darker side of the realm itself. At least here we get some sunlight. I'm assuming he's going on the side that gets no sun. That being said, I dress for cold. There's very little heat on the other side. And there's let's say you can get lost easily. Even if I can take you as far as I can, just treat it like a desert. Find the path and go towards it. Don't let one foot lead the other.
All right.
That
And we
being
can go there. We can stop him and reconvene here, or go to wherever your queen needs you. Your other queen.
Tell you what. Once you finish and you complete it, you message me. I'll let you know where to go. Do you have someone who will be ruling in your stay?
Yes, actually, that is one of the reasons. It's one of the reasons that Soma is here, and I gesture to him behind me.
Just steps
Until
forward.
I return from dealing with Cocopial and Anima, but mainly Cocopial, and neutralizing that threat, Soma is going to rule in my stead.
Hades, I'm sorry you're kind of losing feeling in your hand right now.
He's trying to hide it. He's like, it's fine. I'm fine here.
Soma just speaks up. I know I've not done this before, but I've seen enough. And I'm assuming, based on the conversation, that they will not be gone long. I will do the best of my capabilities. And I will protect this castle and its kingdom with every strength that I have.
While I am gone, you will treat him as your king. And whatever his judgment is, we follow it. But the goal is to keep the Shadowfell safe until Cocopial is neutralized. And we can return and reassess moving forward what we need to do, but she is our biggest threat. She's a threat to everybody. And as your queen, I am going to stop her. Is there any objections?
Silic doesn't say anything. Howard kind of starts to speak up a little bit. I know I'm new to this, but would it be prudent for the queen to do her own dirty work? Wouldn't it be wise to send Silic or Soma instead? And you stay behind?
When I was freed from under her control, I only had two things I could find worth living for. One was killing Deimos, and the other was killing Cocopial. I intend to do both. And as the queen, she is a threat to my kingdom, and that is not something I take lightly. I want to kill her myself.
Both other council members had not an acknowledgement of the process ahead.
And it's settled. Is there anything else anyone wants to discuss?
Silic looks around. I don't think there's anything else.
Very well. I look to the group. Guess we should go find some winter clothes.
Howard speaks up. If you need, I know it's still not complete yet, but if you at least commune with the throne itself, it should at least be able to position where he is the Shadowfell. And as you said, your brother can take you from there.
Alrighty. I stand up. We have 2 days. I see no point in to not make haste.
We'll stand up as well.
Do I have my telepathic speaking back with my
I've been
Godhood?
sitting.
Because I know I tried when Hades went down with the vision and it didn't work. Is it working again?
Yeah, it's working.
Okay. I'm
I think you
going
just couldn't
to
reach him.
telepathically reach out to Soma and just say one step out of line. She gave you power. You don't deserve it. We'll give you this chance. And end it there.
Okay.
Ben shitting bricks over in the corner over
There's
there.
nothing I can do! I didn't know that happened! Not yet, I don't.
Alright. You guys
Mm.
head to the
Welcome,
throne room
Blade.
then?
Hey, ready with a party of one. Welcome.
Yeah. I mean, I go. They don't have to go. I mean, I'll turn to them and be like, if you need time to prepare or if you want to get the rations, I don't know if there's anything you need to do. You're welcome to come to the throne room, but it's not obligatory.
We'll be there. It involves us all.
Alright, then I will meet you there. I go make sure I have winter clothes and rations, and then I go to the throne room.
As
We
you
go back to the room, grab a jacket.
Okay. Soma, grab your attention, Dahlia, before you leave. I know we discussed this. Just be safe. I know I'm protecting your throne, but you know, yes, the queen needs to come back, but I need you to come back. I need you to come back.
Is everyone else out of the room?
Yeah, I'd say everyone's out of the room. He waited till everyone left.
Dahlia gives him a kiss. And then pulls him into an embrace. And she says, I will come back. Just wait for me.
Shakes his head. Or nods his head. Looks at you. Alright, I'll keep the chair warm.
Don't have too much fun. She starts walking away.
Oh, I'm sure I won't enjoy a single minute of it, but I'll make do.
You have a lot of meetings in your future, she says as she starts climbing up the staircase.
Wait, I didn't agree to this! No meetings!
It's too late!
Alright, so you guys all change for winter apparel. I'm assuming Hades still just wears the same jacket.
Gather my winter apparel.
Joke's on you! I'm immune to cold, baby.
I'm gonna like reach out to Obsidian and say, hey, can you come back up to here? Should I come get you?
Oh,
We're
we're heading out?
gonna be heading out soon.
Okay.
Right now it looks like we might be leaving from the throne room. Do you remember where that is?
Yeah. Give me 1 second. Alright, I'm there.
Oh, well, all right. I'll see you up there then. I'm going to head up there very quickly wondering exactly how he did that from the stables quite so quickly.
Hello.
Hello? You made good time. I know you can fly. How'd you do this?
Like, I don't know. There's something else this place really, amps up the energy in me. I don't know what it is. I just got here real quick. I just thought about it and poof, there it was.
All right. Well, save some of that energy because we might be needing it.
You got it.
Do we see her talking to him? Are we all here yet?
I mean, if you get there after she moved in that direction, yeah. I mean, she's talking, but He's not responding. He's not making any sounds. His mouth isn't moving.
No, Mr. Ed.
No, Mr. Ed. No gum in the mouth.
I picked up. No, I grabbed an apple from somewhere. We haven't had breakfast.
Okay.
This is not the strangest thing we've seen today so far.
No, it's very much
No,
not.
it really isn't.
The talking to him is not unusual. The reacting as if he's answering a little bit more so.
I'm just chalking it up to, you had a long night and needed someone to talk to, and you know what? The horse is there.
All right, so you guys all in the throne room. Silik joins you there. All right. Well, if you want to access the Father of the Throne, no one really knows how this thing works, as he kept that pretty close information to himself. So I guess it's up to you to figure out how to find Anima. All we know is it's something to do with the throne.
I just thrug and I walk up to the throne and sit in it, and I just put my hands on the armrests and I close my eyes and I kind of try to commune or channel with it the way that I would as a cleric. Because, I did that for quite a grip.
Okay. Much like... I'm going to do some X-Men shit here. Much like Xavier using Cerebro and not having full control, instead of focusing on one person, you are hearing all the voices of everyone in the Shadowfell at once. And you got to try to focus. You're hearing all the sounds, and most of the conversation is, who the fuck was that? What is going on? Why do we only have a month? What's going on? And everybody's just freaking out. And you're hearing these voices from all these, and you gotta try to focus.
I'm gonna push the intrusive thoughts from my mind that told me to zero in all my haters. And I focus to try to sift through these thoughts to try to locate Anima.
Okay. I will actually have you make a wisdom check to actually try to focus in on this.
Actually, no, I want to use this dice because it's been okay. It's been nice to me today. Oh, baby, that's a 21.
21. It takes you several minutes. Outside looking in, for the rest of you, she is rock solid. Eyes closed. It barely looks like she's breathing. But if you get up close, you can, feel a little bit of air coming through, but it's the lightest amount. It's like someone that's almost almost suspended animation, where they are just using the basic, bare minimum energy required to stay alive. She doesn't look like she's in pain. She's just solid as a rock. After about several minutes, Dolly start pushing through, start shifting away. I don't need to hear about this shit. Get this out of here. Drunk people, I don't need to know about that. Let's get this out. Start throwing away different thoughts until you go from millions to thousands to about 100. Until you kind of focus in on parts that are kind of soloed out. I need you to give me an insight check.
I would definitely be zeroing in on the shadowy part of the shadow battle, as Silly put it. Insight is 25. So that is my number for today.
You eventually will focus on a small continent, a little bit bigger than the island, called Deirdre. It is a small island on the opposite side of the realm from you. Yes, I do worlds. I do spheres, not flat lands. It is on the opposite side. It is almost exact. So going either south or north is about the same distance for you. It's hard to specifically point out exactly where he is on this. It's probably a little bit bigger than Khalid itself, but compared to Khalid, this place is, I'd say, not really more barren, but there's less obstacles that make vision difficult. But it is one of the coldest spots in the Shadowfell. Constantly hit by storms, of wind and snow, but not always just blizzards. I know that sounds a little weird as I put those together. And it is an ever-shifting tectonic plate. Every year it moves somewhere else due to the weather change.
Can I zero in on exactly like where he is there, or it just
You
only
assume
gives
that
me
he's
the general
somewhere near the center. You just know he's not in the outer regions, but you can't really get a specific point.
If that's the most detailed that I'll get, then I just pull out of this state and I just tell him like he's near the center of Deirdre.
All right. Well, you guys all changed. Hayes, you sure you don't want to put it on like a scarf or something?
No, I feel fine. Thanks to the lunar staff, I should be okay.
Oh, okay. You sure you don't want to
If
like
you
give that
lose
thing
that
some
staff,
dry
are you
cleaning
gonna-
or something? You know, like that you wear that thing every day.
You just leave my coat out of this.
I mean, he does have a point. And I pull out a scarf and I wrap it around Tom.
It just like wraps up, so all you just see is.
You just got all the face over. It's like, you know what? A hood would work too, and you kind of like wrap it over your head, and then it's just like your eyes poking out like a little slit.
I know you don't feel the cold as much as the rest of us, but you're gonna make me cold looking at you.
The cold never bothered me anyway.
I just imagine like this giant bundle of wool with just wings sticking out.
It
I
matches
can't move.
Silic imagines where the place is. Like, all right, that can at least get you near the center. A couple words of warning. Due to the crystals that form there, try to focus on what you know, not what you see. A lot of things can fuck with your sense of reality. Up, down, left, right, north, south, it can get fucked up there. He kind of points it as kind of like the Bermuda Triangle of the Shadowfell, where like everything that gets fucked up in the Shadowfell can happen at this point.
Love that.
I have not been there myself, so good luck. And then he immediately just slices down 2 lines and opens up as immediately like this just the wind pushes back as snow starts coming through. Oh fuck, that's cold. All right, go.
We go.
Sean in.
Okay. As you guys start pushing way through against this wind turret and some snow coming through as you pass through, Hades, you feel perfectly fine. No difference. Your coat, that's perfect for any event.
It's not the coat, it's the staff.
It's
The
the
staff
staff.
protects me from cold.
The rest of you, other than Hades, does anybody here have a resistance to cold?
Yes.
Okay, you have a
No.
resistance. No? Dahlia, do you have a resistance to cold? All right. So, with your indefinite scarf and a lot of wool on Zephynia, at least you can tame the cold. Dahlia and Dira, it is uncomfortable. Immediately being in there within 10 seconds, it feels maybe negative 20 or worse down there, not including the wind. Now, the wind moves at such a high speed that not too much snow packs itself up on the ground. It kind of picks itself back up and moves around because it is not a blizzard, it is snow that's coming down and constantly moving around the location. Based off what you guys can tell is that this wind constantly circles around the island itself, keeping everything contained within it and not letting it reach out. You land yourself into an area that is very, very dark. For those people that don't have dark vision, if you didn't already do something, you can't see anything past your hand. But with those
This is why I didn't give up that arm.
but with those that have dark vision, you are able to see things, but they are still blurry. Much like driving against a blizzard, not with it. All the snow is coming at your eyes, and you see nothing but speckle and dust in front of you. It is difficult to see. It is difficult to move. For right now, everybody will be at disadvantage except for Hades. As Hades is, well, perfectly fine. I need Dira and Dahlia to give me Constitution saving throws with unfortunately disadvantage because I need to see how this weather is going to affect you.
Okay. Dahlia, add 5.
Thank you. I really needed that.
12. No, 13.
Okay.
We said Constitution.
Yeah. Saving throw.
Fuck, that sucks now.
Oh, no, wait. 8, 5 is 20. 30, 20. Forgot to add my actual modifier. No, wait. The 5 is already 15.
15.
The actual answer is 15.
15. Okay. So that's your final answer.
My final answer.
Okay. And
I got
Dahlia,
a small but mighty 7.
Okay. Dahlia, your speed is already reduced by half.
Yikes.
You are now going to officially take 1. Anytime you make a saving throw or a check, you have to reduce it by 1d6.
Ooh.
Dira, your speed is removed by half, but you do not take the extra penalty.
Okay, how is Obsidian affected?
Obsidian is fine. He is unaffected by this. So, Dahlia, whenever you need to make a check or a saving throw, you need to subtract that d6 from it every time.
Excellent.
The cold is
the
cold is incredibly uncomfortable, and no matter how much you readjust yourself and you try to give yourself comfort, it is mere seconds before it is becoming useless. I need everyone to give me an investigation check or a perception check to figure out where to go. Hades, you can give it to me with advantage, as you know, you're fine.
And you said everything is at disadvantage?
Yes.
Real quick, too, when Dahlia feels her ass literally falling off in this cold, she's going to cast Psychic Whispers between the entire group so we can at least communicate that way.
Hi, this is Dahlia. Can someone grab my ass?
Yeah. Nat 20 for 27 for perception.
Nice.
That's good because mine is a 4.
23 for investigation.
Nice. And Dahlia?
Those were great rolls. I would really hate to have to subtract a fucking d6 from them. Thanks, that's...
But still add your 5 if you're... No, it's not a save. Never mind.
This was investigation, you said?
Or perception. Either one.
Or perception. They're basically the same. Well, even with the minus d6, it was still a working class 20, so...
Okay. Most of you can at least discern at least the environment that you're in at this current spot. What you are on is a long but very shitty road. Instead of it being gravel, it looks like you're walking on small pebble-sized crystals. And so you start looking around and you find out that this place naturally is like a large chrysalis of an island. All broken up into different spots as different structures around here are mostly like spikes of a large, like, the parts of the island actually sticking out, as most of the land masses are different structures of the crystal forming all over the place. The path ahead leads you currently towards the direction you were told, going more center into the area. You currently see nobody walking around, no homes, no towns in the current area, but you have a path that leads you either further north, which will lead you to the center of the landmass, or south, that leads you towards the edge of the landmass at large. Due to...
Can I?
Go ahead.
Sorry, go ahead.
Due to the spacing of this, and some people have restricted speed, you assume to get, without impediment, maybe 12 hours at best to make it to the center. And that's without any impediments or any obstructions.
Could I try focusing on my god power? And I don't know if it's going to work or not because I haven't attuned to my whole god power yet. And I remember when Dahlia became my cleric, I could kind of see tendrils of golden, like a web, that connected me to everybody. Since I've met Anima before, can I try and focus on that specific thread? and see if it'll lead me anywhere.
You can't connect to him, so you would not be able to find him as he's a blade.
Okay.
Good thought, but it would not apply in this circumstance.
I tried. Didn't work.
That's all right. It's all right. Anyone else?
I am just following folks who can see because I rolled a 4 on perception, and I'm just doing my best to stay with the group.
Buddy system.
If I see that Dira's struggling, I'll take my tail and like wrap it around her waist so that way like she can follow.
Okay, I'm actually probably going to mount up and have and
On Obsidian.
Yep, and get him to help me
Okay.
follow and keep track of everybody.
What's
Just walk by
Obsidian's
myself.
What's Obsidian's sight range? Is it regular?
It should be. That's right. He probably doesn't have dark vision. I bet he does not. He does not.
Okay.
So,
Do you have a way to give him dark vision, or are you going to try to lead for him?
you know what? Yeah, I don't. So I'm just gonna. But we have a telepathic connection, and I can see. So
That,
Sweet.
and I can take a rope and either, I don't know if he'll let me make kind of a halter around him or just hand it to Dira.
I have dark vision from my armor, and we have a telepathic connection, so I think I can kind of direct him that way.
Okay.
But do you mind if I ride, or should I lead you?
I mean, I trust you. If you want to be on top and you want to tell me where to go, I rely on your better judgment. If that's what you prefer.
We'll do that for now. Keep
Okay.
each other warm. So that's the arrangement.
Okay.
For the moment.
All right. Before we continue, I am going to give us a quick 10-minute break so we can run to the bathroom and get any drinks. We'll be back in 10 minutes. All right, we're back. So, you guys are in the blizzard itself, or the storm. What would you guys like to do?
Dira, I don't know if you want to put her new majesty up on you with obsidian. Seems to be lagging behind a bit.
Why did you say it like that?
I just
Well,
reach in. I just shake my head and reach an arm down to Dahlia.
I take it.
No, you're taking your queendom very seriously right now.
I am. Is that not incorrect?
I don't know, it just seems more important than some other things. Anyways, we'll move on.
Are we really going to fight about this right now?
I'm not fighting, I'm just stating the obvious.
I think we should maybe not even talk about it right now because we got other things to worry about, and she clearly ain't considering something else more important right now because she's here.
Thank you, Dara.
Man, this blizzard's hard to see in.
It sure is.
Joe, you're muted.
How about that weather, right?
How about that sports ball team? Go sports! All right.
Yo, did anyone see that snowflake?
Shit was
I think
fire.
It had 7. It had 7 points.
You've seen one. You've seen them all.
But
I'm on a horsey now.
Are we having trouble heading in any direction with what we got for perceptions and investigations?
Following the road.
I mean, you guys know to go that you assume that you should be going north. The perception investigations don't tell you where Anima is. They just kind of give you the terrain. You at least know, what is the solid way to go. North and south seems like the easiest, less complicated paths to approach.
Yeah.
Stand on that path line. Now, to imply it, this is not a road. It just is a carved out area that someone probably used so they could at least transport some kind of goods of some kind. It's narrow, maybe about 10 feet wide. You guys can't all group up. You guys got to kind of at least make some kind of line. I'd say, who's going to lead the party itself as far as walking order?
I'll take point.
Okay. If you take point, you'll have a better chance of actually being able to see things as they come up.
I'll take 6.
Okay.
Can I... Alright. I know it's very new. Can I try to tap into my god powers, kind of like how Z tried doing, to see if I can glean any information as to where he might be right now?
Let's see, lore and life.
Knowing where he might be at this current time, or where he is.
Give me an insight check on yourself to see if you can access any powers that would at least relate to this.
I don't know if I had the ability to touch the information. There it is. That's a 16.
Okay. These powers are very new to you. As you try to access anything, to try to find any resemblance of anything that can help you out, the only thing that pops up to you is when you really focus, kind of like giving yourself kind of like a sixth sense, you can pinpoint anybody that is currently living as controlling life. You can currently see everybody with essentially a silver aura over them. You can see Zephania with a silver aura. You can see Dira with silver aura. Dahlia. You can even see Obsidian with a kind of a faded silver aura over which you put your hands in front of you can see something. In the distance, you can start seeing specks of silver. You can see that when you look down, there are spots that indicate as like an onyx color, black. And in the far distance due north, way down, there's another black speck. Take with that what you will.
I'm going to kind of ask the group, because I'm not really sure if I know this or not. And he'll just be like, for all intents and purposes, do we know if Anima is actually alive? Or a living being?
I mean, he
Kinda?
should be, because he's one of the. It make him. He's one of the children. All the Blades are his or Bahamut's children.
Are the Blades technically alive though, or would they not
And-
be like specters in a
Well,
sense?
they're like the. I don't know if maybe they're just like the spirits.
Well, and we know that he's the only one
They're-
that's
they're
not
trapped
bound.
inside.
Well, but
Don't
him,
mean
he's
they're
not, right?
Alive.
Could you
He's
ask one of
not.
your
We don't
blades?
know how. We don't know how he ain't. Ain't nobody explained to us how he ain't trapped still in a blade. We don't know how that happened.
I could
just-
always ask my blade.
I suppose I could ask my own as well.
I feel like Silk asked his and didn't know. I don't know if I've asked Ultima. I think have I asked Ultima? I think I have.
About Anima?
Yeah.
I think based on your check, he was being very secretive about him.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm not sure Ultima even knows, or if he does, I don't know. He don't talk too straight.
I can
I-
ask mine.
Worth asking.
Just kind of sitting on a horse.
Can't hurt to try. If you don't get something, I can ask Belfim.
Since I can't really pull out my blade, I just kind of huddle up on the back of the horse and kind of try to commune with Aurelia, I believe is her name. It's been a grip since I talked to her. I wonder how she is.
For about 10 minutes, you don't hear anything. Until eventually you hear a whisper. Where the fuck have you been? I have not heard from you in months.
That's not a whisper.
No note!
I don't really know how I can mind send you notes. I mean, I just figured since like you're absorbed in me.
You're talking to
just
me
feel
now!
like-
Is this so difficult? By the way,
Hi,
why
how
is
are
it so fucking cold?
Because we're here looking for Anima, and he decided.
Oh,
to go
hell
to
no.
play all the 9 rounds. What?
I'm not helping you find him.
Why?
Because I said so. I'm not going to help you find him.
You know, usually you're really sad when I talk to you, and now you're just being really sassy, which is fine. I understand that.
This is
but
what
at the
happens
same
when you
time-
abandon me for a while.
I haven't abandoned you. You've killed so many people with me.
So I'm just a tool to you?
No. Alrighty, I will start tuning in for a weekly chat,
Don't patronize me. What do you want?
monthly. Okay. You know what? I am appreciative. I apologize that it has been a
Thank
long
you.
few months.
I appreciate it.
Actually, probably a couple years at this point.
If I could stab
you
you
know,
in the back, I would.
There's a lot. Okay, I've been through this. I've been through the fucking ringer. Last 20 fucking years, and I couldn't really contact you for most of that. So, don't be mad at me. Be mad at Cocopio, and you can help me kill her later. And speaking of which, in order to kill her, we need to find Anima. Can you help me with a couple questions?
You give me an attitude?
No, that was genuine. It's just really fucking cold. Okay, I'm sorry.
Alright. Alright. Apology accepted. Apology
Thank
accepted.
All right. So first question is Anima like a physical being? Like, would he have a little? Does he have a heartbeat, or does he? Is he a specter?
That's really personal. What the heartbeat? What the fuck kind of question is that?
I
That's where you
just
start
need to
this
know if
off?
we're- I am asking for tracking purposes.
You don't even know where he is?
I know the general vicinity of where. Do you know where he is?
No.
I know the general vicinity of where he is, which is somewhere around where we are now.
Well, you're
But we're
definitely getting
trying to
cold.
find. What do you mean?
I mean, it's cold outside.
Thank you for that breaking news.
That's
But-
just in.
I'm asking, is he alive? Or is he a specter, a manifestation, a ghost, some sort of metaphysical thing?
No to all?
Could you enlighten me?
Well, he dictates death. A god of death cannot be alive in the process.
But he's not dead either.
No. He's kind of in a bit of a limbo between both. He's not dead as you see death. He's kind of his own specific, kind of weird, twisted part of death. Like, he's dead. He's dead. His body's dead. He's dead. But because he controls death, he can still control his body.
So his physical representation that we would run into would be a corpse, essentially?
Kinda. It's kind of why he's never been converted to a blade. He's been able to elude our big brother so much that, I mean, how do you track someone who can legitimately just be off the blip by being dead?
It would be so convenient if I was a cleric still. Okay.
Yeah, by the way, what happened to that?
It's a really long story.
I got some time.
I know you do. I'm Queen of the Shadowfell now.
Oh, nice.
So I had to give up my cleric abilities. Yeah, it's all rather tedious. I will explain it to you once we kill Kokoviel and we can have some tea or something.
Yeah, I don't like tea.
Wine.
Yeah,
Water.
it works. Yeah, it works.
All right, yeah, same girl. Okay.
Don't bring me in that
Back to
cheap shit.
Anima.
I'm a very expensive bitch. Bring me some good wine.
I'm a queen. I can afford to bring you expensive shit now. Is that helpful?
Yeah, it works.
Okay, perfect. All right. So help us, throw us a bone here with Anima. How can we find him then if he's stuck in this limbo as some weird in between limbo guy?
Does anybody have commune with the dead?
I have speak with the dead, but I kind of have to see him. I think.
Well, you don't have to find him to commune with the dead. Find another dead person around here. See if they've been able to figure out where he was. He's probably moved around there somewhere. If you tracked him to this location, he's probably moved past you sometimes. Commune with the dead. Maybe they know where he is. Dead knows dead. If he's the god of dead, most likely the other dead might at least be able to give more specific approximation wherever it could be.
I guess this just goes to say if I hit him with a spell that causes some sort of necrotic damage, that he's not going to take it.
I'm sorry, what?
You know, if I hit him with a spell that, hurts alive things, and he's in some weird limbo, it's not going to make his flesh rot off.
No.
Damn it. Okay,
I mean, have
speak
you ever,
with a
you ever
dead-
dealt with, I mean, I know they were called for me. I think you guys call them liches? You ever deal with something like that?
at this point, I've fought so many things, I don't even know if it was a lich or not, and I never really asked.
Well, he's pretty much like what you guys have is called liches.
Okay, how do you stop a lich?
I mean, normal beat the shit out of them usually works. They're pretty good with magic. I mean, so is he. I mean, best thing to do, bring him down. I mean, you're not a cleric anymore. I'd say you could use some of your radiant magic.
Okay. Noted. I will definitely remember that. Alright, so speak with some dead person around here. Got it. Anything else?
I mean, give me a second. No, you don't have her. I was gonna say she could help, but it seems like you guys have retrieved her.
She?
My sister, God of Life. If you had her, she could easily take him out.
We have Ultima's Blade and we have Belfie's Blade? So if it's your sister, if she is a Blade, then I would imagine she's probably with this other group.
I mean, you'd know if you had her. Abson's very bold. She's been kind of the one of us that can, I guess, best way to put it is tame the beast.
Hmm. Can you, like, communicate with her?
Give me a second. A minute goes by. 2 minutes go by. 5 minutes go by. 10 minutes go by. 20 minutes go by. At this point, a whole hour passes.
Oh. Just hear the Jeopardy music play.
Dahlia, you having any luck?
Kind of.
Seems like it's taking a long time.
Look for a dead person. I'll be done in a second.
What?
Just look for a dead person on the ground I can talk to.
After half an hour, alright, I got it!
Got what?
I figured it out.
Yes?
Yeah, I can't communicate with her.
Next time,
And
just
this
give
is
up
the
after
God of
10
Order.
minutes. Next time, Aurelia, just give up after 15, 20 minutes.
Are you trying to tell me what to do? Bitch, I will leave you.
I'm not telling you what to do. I'm just... Okay.
You know
Thank
what?
you for
You
your
know
help.
what? You know what? You and me,
What?
we're taking a time out. And she goes quiet.
I was going to apologize, but it's fine.
She goes quiet.
I will leave her a voicemail.
The person you're trying to leave a message for, their voicemail box is full. Goodbye.
I leave her a long text message then.
It's left unread.
Right.
Or unread.
Dolly's just gonna say, Aurelia, I'm sorry it's been a really long time. I will be in communication with you more. This feels like being a cleric all over again. Just, contact me if you just want to talk, and if I am not actively dying, I will reach out.
I feel like she would start off by doing like the ... and after you're waiting for her, she just stops and then doesn't respond for like the next day.
Press send, and I end the commune.
Okay. All right.
Righty. Just use psychic whispers for the rest of the group. It was a really long conversation, but best bets we have is essentially be prepared to fight a lich, and we don't have the one blade that we need to best actively stop him, but we still could. And did we find a dead person by chance? You're muted, Dira.
Oh, you're muted, Val.
I've been looking, but there ain't nothing here but snow is crystal as far as I can tell.
Wait, hold on. And I kind of put my hand down, and you said that there was black dots under us?
Yeah.
And then is that one pretty strong black dot way ahead still?
Yeah.
I will be like, there potentially is dead beneath us, but he... Anima may be, and I kind of point in the direction of the black dot. I'm like, you said he's not alive? He's dead, basically?
He's not. Kind of, yes. He animates his corpse.
So he's undead?
I suppose she didn't quite say that, but she did not say that.
I mean, how many categories are dead or not dead are there?
I know I studied that question in cleric school, but I cannot tell you right now.
All the above.
Right.
Yes.
Well, guess we don't
Well,
know till we try.
Wouldn't hurt to ask a dead person that's closer before we, walk into his domain.
I'll like find the closest black dot and be like, right here.
Okay. You assume there's just a body like underneath like the chrysalis by maybe like a foot. Like instead of dirt, it's actually like crystal you got to break through to get to the body.
Ice crystal where we can burn it, or
No, this isn't ice. It's just crystal. So it just happens to be cold outside, but what you're walking on is not ice.
All right. Make me do shit. All right.
Leave it to Hades.
I know.
Hades got this.
Do I? I'm gonna go ahead and place a hand on the crystal and cast Shatter.
Okay, cool. Much like breaking through glass, immediately you make a small little spot and you just find a body laying down there, perfectly preserved, but it is pretty much, like it's preserved through the crystal, but when it was put down here, it was already kind of a corpse, so there is decay to it.
That's about as far as I can go with my part of the job.
I dismount off of Obsidian and I hobble my way over because it's cold, and then I think I have to touch the body. Yes, kind of. I reach out and I cast Speak with the Dead on this body.
Forgot, does it require a check, or is it just automatically work?
It says it automatically works.
Okay. Alright. Okay, Speak with that activated. Body's still laying there. All of a sudden, eyes just pop open.
well, that's creepy.
Where is Anima?
I don't know.
Where's the last place you saw Anima?
Here.
I look to the group and I'm like,
Did he say anything to you?
No.
How many questions do we get? I'm asking Dahlia.
the spell doesn't...
5.
He responds with 5.
Okay.
We are not playing that theme, damn it.
No.
What can you tell us about Anima that could be useful in bringing him down and avenging him?
Nothing, and he falls dead.
That was 4 questions!
Did he answer the nothing? The 5?
Answered Zephinia's question.
Yeah.
Fuck!
I'm sorry.
Well, that was useless.
Well, sounds like...
This is you. I'm having a great time.
I mean, no offense, but if he knew how to bring him down, probably wouldn't get.
I was thinking, maybe he tried to cast some spell and the spell didn't work on him, and he could potentially let us know, hi, this spell doesn't actually work on this guy.
Well,
Is it possible he never met Anima? Did
Or
we
he
choose
says,
the
watch
wrong
your
dead
back, because
body?
maybe Anima comes from behind, or...
yeah, I mean, he said he saw him here. Maybe if we find another one, we ask what Anima would did to him? I don't know. The only thing he ever did to, the thing that he did to us was send us into the future, so ain't never
guess
gonna
is
do
that-
that again.
My guess is that none of these corpses actually know anything really about him other than potentially seeing him.
I mean, he lived in caves before. Who's to say he's not underground? There's a way underground.
Hades, you knew this body was here. Can you find any other bodies?
I'm just like, I just like point out the various dark spots.
You start
There's
finding out that
some-
you're in a huge graveyard of like bodies scattered all over the place.
Well, apparently there's a bunch underneath of our feet right now.
They're like they're all over. Like the whole patch just has like bodies. Just like there's nowhere else to put them but underneath the ground.
What's he been doing to him?
My guess is that they. Delia, did you say your blade says that he's lich-like?
Yeah, she said he was essentially a lich.
I feel like I've heard stories of liches and that they use undead as their minions. Is this potentially his army that we are standing on?
Shall we cut
Oh,
its
well, that
legs
ain't a
off?
good idea.
I will
Frozen
imply, and you would know this, Hades. Speak with dead would not work on undead, so the implication the person you guys just talked to would not be part of his army.
Okay, I didn't know if,
yet.
like, yeah, he resurrect. All right.
He could resurrect
hasn't
somebody and
raised
make
them
them
yet.
undead, but then implication that they are not currently.
They
his army.
are the raw material.
Yeah,
for
they
his
are the
army.
they are the material if he required them to be that way, but he wouldn't have already used them.
They're in cold
at this point.
storage.
Yeah. If they're undead, you
Maybe-
cannot commune with them.
Got it.
Maybe we change our questions to not where Anima is, but what's around here. Castle? Is there an underground area? Someplace he can hide?
What'd he do to you? Give us an idea of what to look out for. I mean, I know he's
Actually-
got a lot of magic, but
Maybe let's find another body and ask.
how much time do we want to spend doing this?
Last
mean-
one?
One more couldn't hurt.
Otherwise, we have a general idea.
Everybody else, all the rest of us, keep our mouths shut. Dahlia, you know what you're asking?
It's a lot of pressure suddenly. Where he could be around here, what he did to them, any castles or caves or locations nearby that he could be hiding in.
Anything they know don't hurt him. Would they try that
Well-
didn't work?
Or perhaps, does he travel around here? Like, seems as though the wind may be whipping around. Does he move with it? Is he just stagnant or not?
Well, let's find another body.
I point to the closest one.
Okay.
Walk over it.
You cast Shatter to break it again? Hades?
This time I'm just gonna fucking whack it with a stick.
I'll help with a dagger.
Okay, it's gonna take you some time to break it if you're just gonna use a dagger and a stick.
I'll use Cerberus to try to just go bam.
I
I'll
use
go at it
Sacred
with my
Flame.
hand axe.
Can I use Sacred Flame to try to shatter the glass?
You're gonna what?
Sacred Flame to try to shatter the glass.
Okay.
Glass, crystal, ice, whatever it is.
Okay. Between several hits and dagger and sacred flame, you eventually do break it. You do find another body.
Cast Speak with the Dead on this one.
Okay, eyes pop open.
I stay quiet.
What did Anima do to you?
He killed me 1 year ago.
Is there a castle or caves or something nearby that he tends to be hiding in or could hide in?
Yes.
Would you care to point out all of those locations?
No.
Could you please point out all of those locations for us? I'm sorry if that came off very rude.
Yes. points in one direction, points in another direction, points in another direction.
Any of the directions that he points at, is that where that real dark spot is?
Yeah, the first one he pointed at is where the dark spot was.
I kind of I'd point in that direction.
Okay.
I'm gonna write down on a piece of paper and hand it to Dahlia. Is there a secret entrance to get to him?
I repeat that question back to him.
Repeat the question again. What is it?
Is there a secret entrance to get to him?
Yes.
Where is the secret entrance?
Points back in the first direction. Falls back dead.
Well, that wasn't useless.
We got some answers.
Yeah.
It does confirm that that very dark spot that I can see would be him.
And
Guess we head
there's
that way.
apparently a secret way in there. Now we just gotta find it.
Well, let us head that direction.
Okay. You gonna start heading that direction?
Mm-hmm.
I hop back on obsidian if Dira allows.
Of course.
Hades, knowing as far as getting that black blip, give me an investigation check to discern, investigation check or I'll allow nature check to discern how far of distance this would take you to get there.
They're both even. That's a 19.
Okay. You assuming at your current pace with a couple of the handicaps going on, you're going to have about a good 10 and change hour walk with no obstructions to get there.
Don't think there's much we can do about that.
Okay.
Just let everybody know.
All right. You guys start marching on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. For Zephania, Dahlia, and Dira, I need another Constitution saving throw against the weather that is ahead of you. Dira and Dahlia have disadvantage.
Add 5.
27.
Nice.
10.
At disadvantage, is kicking my ass. It's an 11.
Okay.
Mine too.
Both Dahlia and Dira, now you're affected by the D6 decrease. Dahlia,
Okay.
you're now down to a D8 to subtract from your checks and saving throws. You start marching on. Is Dira and Dahlia both on obsidian?
Yes.
Okay, so we're at moving at normal speed. Got it. Okay. I will.
Which way is the wind blowing at us by chance? Like directly or like from the sides?
When you start your travels, the wind is blowing like essentially kind of like from west to east, so from your left to your right. But due to the way it circulates around, once you start getting further on, you start to notice it kind of change, and it starts to be working behind you, like moving against you from behind, like moving with you, I guess.
Cool. Okay, so in that case, because the lunar staff, and I can do this at will, I start throwing up walls of ice behind us to block the wind.
Oh, nice. Okay. All right.
So I will take up the rear and kind of just be like, keep going, and I just start, boom, boom, walls of ice behind us as we go.
Okay, I like it. All right, cool. All right. All right. Being able to
lead
clear up
on.
some vision. Okay, you're going to lead. So we got Zephania in the front, Hades in the rear. All right. Zephania, then, I need a perception or investigation check as you are the leader. You both are children, by the way.
Hey, even Amanda smiled.
I tried not to giggle. That is a 10 for investigation.
As you're trekking on, so Hades, I just want to get this. So I just want to make sure I'm getting this correct. So because you're constantly dropping on a wall of ice, you're watching your 6, correct? So Sophia's watching the front, and you're watching the 6.
I mean, I think like it's literally I'm there. I'm throwing up a wall of ice. We walk a bit as the wind's kind of coming. I throw up another one. So
Okay.
I mean, like I would be not walking backwards. Like
Sure. Okay, got it.
so, I'll still be looking forward to kind of keep an eye on where we're going to.
Okay. After about 2 hours of time, you start to notice that the black spot that you guys are following, Hades, you're noticing this is now moved to your left. Instead of it being your 12 o'clock, it's more kind of 10 o'clock.
Okay. Does it seem like the path that's been cut out that we're traveling on has stayed the same and it's moving, or did we get off the path?
You probably got off the path.
Okay. I will kind of yell up to Z and just, Z, little...
Whisper's still up.
Oh, okay, never mind then. Then I psychic whispers, and say like, "Hey, veer left a little bit and start heading that way. We're getting off path."
Got it. And I'll head left.
All right, start trucking forward again. With Hades constantly making a shield in the back, we don't have anybody have to make a saving throws currently. As you guys trek for another hour, Zephania, I need you to give me another investigation check.
$19.
You stick pretty true. As far as you can tell, Hades, she is not left the path. Maybe you moved off by maybe just a little bit on the left side, but you're still sticking pretty true. Several hours have passed. I need Dahlia and Dira to give me Constitution saving throws.
It's advantage still?
Yeah.
Add your 5.
Dahlia, don't forget to subtract by 1d8 and Dira by 1d6.
Alright, so that's going to be 18 minus 2, 16.
Okay.
Do I still get that +4? Or 5?
Yes, always.
Okay.
Anytime
Yeah,
you're within
it'll-
30 feet of me on any saving
It'll be a
throw.
12.
Oh, what'd you get, Dahlia?
12.
And Dira, I'm sorry, I forgot what you get.
16.
16. Okay, so you both suffer levels of exhaustion. Dira, you suffer 1 level exhaustion. Dahlia, you're going to suffer 3 levels of exhaustion.
Holy shit.
So, Dira, you have disadvantage on ability checks. That's just now going to be just stuck with that until you get your long rest.
Okay.
For Dahlia, same thing. Your speed is reduced down to a quarter of its value now. You also have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws that are permanently. So now, basically, everything you have is disadvantage, even out of the weather itself.
I'm gonna look back and see how badly she's struggling and just kind of sigh and hold my eyes, take my gloves off and toss them to her without looking at her.
I'm kind of leaning. If I imagine if we're riding Obsidian and Dira's in the front, Dahlia's just kind of leaning on Dira, and it's just like shivering, eyes closed.
Hang in there. We'll get through this.
I fucking hate this place.
You signed up to be the ruler of it.
The first thing I'm gonna do is change this place.
I hope you can.
I don't see the gloves that Zephania throws.
Oh no.
Okay.
Well, if you throw them on the ground and I'm on a horse and it's cold,
Pick them
and I'm
up
sad,
and poke you on the thigh and hand them up to you. And
then
go back eating.
I'll take them and put them on, and I say thank you through psychic whispers.
Just picturing the scene in Dumb and Dumber. Something like this, then totally redeem yourself.
All right. Whoa, something just had been with the stream. You still alive? Okay, it looks like we're
You
live.
like it?
Okay. Something just got weird. All right. at this point, you guys are starting to move through a path where you're starting to see the terrain change. It's starting to get colder outside, and therefore the snow's starting to stick. A pathway of water that somehow, even though it's colder, still moves as a stream without freezing over. You have no idea why, you have no idea how, but the water's still moving as if it can't freeze. Trees are now growing as natural vegetation around here. Again, colder, but now there's naturally formed vegetation. But here's the part that's throwing some of you off. Even though there's wind, these trees were not broken down by wind. Someone's purposely trying to obstruct your path, as they are blocking the pathway in front of you.
I'm gonna go up and poke a tree and make sure it's not an illusion.
It's physically there.
Are we blocked by the water? Like, we can't get past it?
I'm trying to pull up the map and it won't allow me to do it, so I am going to try to do something else. Bear with me for a second, because like, for some reason the maps are just not loading. I'm trying to show you what I see and it's just not doing it, and I can't figure out why. We're just gonna do it like this, because it's just not obeying me, and I can't fathom why. I had this all prepped out and everything.
Because it's our technical difficulties.
I'm telling you.
We always have to have something.
Trying to re-upload the map and see if that works. See if that does it. Yeah, because my player keeps closing down for some reason. Bear with me for a hot minute. I'm going to try to re-upload the map. Okay, looks like it's working now. It's taking some time to load. I wonder that they're going to see just something fuck with my internet right now. Okay. There we go. Alright, can you guys see the map?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, you guys are on the bottom left-hand corner. The tree itself has fallen, and I'll draw it on here because for some reason the one that I wanted will not do it. Like that. If you guys can see the line. So the only way to get around it is try to climb over the tree, investigate the obstacle, or try to go down into the water and move around.
Don't think we want to go down into the water.
I really don't think so either. We need to just cross over where the tree is, or...
It looks like they'll keep you on the same path if you move over the tree. The tree is quite large. If anybody wants to give me either a survival check or investigation check to try to understand what would have done this.
I will do a survival and see what I get.
Got a survival 12.
Okay.
Survival 19.
Okay.
That's gonna be 20 minus 17.
Okay. And Dahlia?
Investigation of 10.
Okay, for a couple of you, you're able to discern that this tree is quite wide. The base of it by itself, even taking apart that's broken, not even the base, wherever it is from the ground, is probably 30 feet wide. The tree itself is long enough to take over 100 feet, and that's just the part that's broken off. Not only that, but it looks like based on the spot where it's ripped off, it didn't fall. It looks like something compressed it in. Like someone grabbed it and actually broke it off.
It's a little
Well, that's not
disconcerting.
concerning at all. So I'm still trying to picture. So it's across this space. Is that the where it's across? Is that our path?
Yeah. So you guys would.
So we have this like basically 30-foot thick trunk
correct.
directly in our way.
It's not impossible for you guys to climb over it.
Or we could fly over it.
You could fly over it. Yep.
We're both on a flying horse. I can.
I mean, I can fly.
Shall we try it?
Carry me?
I can certainly try.
I tiefling. I fly.
I can come back. I can come back for if I need to.
I mean, I do have a potion of
No, that's silly.
giant strength to give Hades if he can carry.
No. It would probably take me out of negatives, and that's it. We have rope. No. We're gonna do this a lot smarter. Hang on. I am gonna go ahead and make steps out of wall of ice. I'm gonna go 10-foot square, 2 on top of each other to the top of the tree, so we can just walk over and then back down.
Okay.
Because it's 10-foot blocks.
Don't slip on those stairs now.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, it's easier than trying to climb and somebody falling, at least.
True.
Okay. You guys start climbing the step.
Still planning to fly.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
Okay.
Wrap my cold, frozen arms around Deer's waist.
So steps would be Hades and Siphinia. Flying would be Obsidian, Dira, and Dahlia.
Yes.
Okay. As you start climbing, I need everyone's passive perception, please. If it's a 17 or higher, raise your hand. You got your goggles on? Nice. Okay. Within the sound of the storm itself, for a second you thought you heard something roaring. But you can't make heads or tails if it's just the wind or nothing or something like that. As you guys start climbing over, I need, unfortunately, the ones that are already exhausted because you're flying to give me dexterity saving throws.
Remember to add your 5.
This doesn't end so much.
Long live the queen!
Rest in peace, the queen.
9.
9? And what'd you get, Dahlia?
Not that bad. Okay, so
Disadvantage.
Does Obsidian need to do it as well?
Technically, yes.
it was a
yeah.
14.
14.
Okay.
14.
And Obsidian's is a 7 because I rolled absolute garbage.
Oh,
Oh, no,
no.
wait. He should. He would count in my aura, so that's a 12.
Okay, got it. All right. So, with 2 of you climbing the steps and just making it up to the top of the actual log itself, and the rest of you in the air, all of a sudden, with the storm concealing both its clarity and its sound, a giant boulder of snow charges right at Obsidian, immediately chucking at him at a size of about 30 feet wide. You guys are immediately thrown off your path and into the water itself.
Oh no.
With that, Zephynia and Hades, you do see them get thrown in the water. Obsidian, Dira, and Dahlia. Dira and Dahlia, well, technically Obsidian needs to make this check too. Where was the cold? I have to reload it because it kind of got lost at the map. Same thing. Constitution saving throws, please.
Okay.
Can I tell Zephynia, I'm just like, yeah, slide down quick, and like have her slide down the steps.
Excuse me.
Oh, you made steps on both sides? So steps that go up and steps that go down?
It's enough that it goes up,
Alright.
up, and then down, back up. It's enough. I should have enough.
Fair enough.
Am I still within?
Minus
So am I still within?
21.
I'm assuming that you're hanging on to Obsidian. So if you're hanging on to Obsidian, you're part of the aura.
And I'm helping. Yeah. Yes. Anytime you're within 30 feet of me.
I regret
And
everything
I'm
I give to
helping
Hades.
holding on to you as well. Okay, so mine is 21.
Okay.
And obsidian. It's a 10.
Okay. And Dahlia?
9.
Oh, no. Okay.
We do not go out because of snow. This is not how we die.
So
no.
as you guys are chucked into the water, immediately Obsidian starts to lose control in the water. Dira, you're able to gain control as you lose sight of where Dahlia is, until you eventually just see her falling down this rapids, unconscious. Dahlia,
Which way?
Would be going in the direction you guys would be wanting to go, which is north. Dahlia, you're dead.
I am swimming after her as fast as I can.
As Zephinia slides down the stairs, I jump off, fly in that direction, and I throw up wall of ice across the water to try to stop them.
What's the range of his wall of ice?
Wall of ice's range. It's pretty far, actually, I think. Oops, wrong tab. Where are you at? Ice storm. Where are you? There it is. 120 feet.
Okay.
Which, if it's too far, then I reach into my bag and I pull out this weird item that I just all of a sudden have called the wand of pencil mic, and use it to double the range, baby. 240.
So you drop down a wall of ice. Unfortunately, the rapid's going so fast. You do get it in range, but she does lose one saving throw by smacking into the wall of ice.
Okay, but it's enough to at least stop her from
It
going
does stop
further.
her. It does stop
Okay.
her.
So, I have Searing Vengeance, and when I need to make a death saving throw, I can spring back to my feet and heal for 49 HP. I don't know if that will be able to happen
Okay.
here, or like where we're going with that, but I just want to let you know that is the thing.
Dira, Obsidian, you can notice that this river, whatever this is, starts to lead underneath the ground where you guys were walking. As you see the wall of ice go on, stops her from going, and you start to go underground just to follow this crevice down. You see this as well, Hades, but you're also separated between the group and Zephinia. Zephinia, dexterity saving throw.
Well,
12. Okay. Immediately, a giant, what looks like an axe made out of ice, slams down on the ground and crushes by you enough to give you force of damage. You are going to take 18 points of damage, specifically cold, so your resistance, you take 9. As you see this large giant of cold, but also zombified,
Shit.
looming over you. We are going to end it there.
Ah!
I'm feeling real fucking good.
Yeah.
wait 2 weeks for this?
Undead fucking frost giant.
Wait, am I dead? Can I at least
What
know if I'm dead or
happened?
not?
No, I can't tell you. I can't tell you.
Fuck. Okay, and also, just so I clarify, I am
Yeah.
also still on the upstream side of the wall of ice, right?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
I just see that it goes underneath.
Yeah, you see it goes underneath. So you're
Okay.
separated for so put in perspective, as soon as the wall of ice happens, that's where it pushes the water to the left. Dahlia falls to the left. You're still enough where you're still in the main stream. So you can see
Oh,
see-
okay. So it's not going all the way across.
correct. So you can see
I still have to try and stop myself. Okay.
Yep. So you can see Hades above you, but you can't see Zephinia. Hades, you can see Dira, but you can't see Dahlia now. And you can see Zephinia. Because Dahlia.
Oh, I didn't see Dahlia hit the ice wall.
Well, I mean, you see
went
her
off the
hit the
side.
ice wall, but because of that, it has to push her somewhere. So now the water's pushing her underneath the ground, into a crevice underneath the actual ground you're in. So there's a pathway that goes underneath the actual ground, and she's going in.
Okay. I was yeah, because I was gonna make the ice wall vertical, like across, so that way it stops. And
Yeah, it stops, but the water just has to go somewhere.
Okay.
So she's going in the ground.
okay,
So Yep.
Okay, so the water is carrying around. Gotcha.
If it helps, next time I'll somewhere in the next week I'll make a map so I can actually show you exactly what
I'm
happens.
typing a description to myself so I'll remember.
All right. So I know we're ended early tonight, but I think it's a good spot to end it. So do not forget that next week will be off. We will probably have some Dead by Daylight, Phasmophobia, or some kind of streams coming up soon. So we will still have some stuff going on. We do not want to abandon the stream, so we will still do some stuff. Do not forget that Echoes is on tomorrow, as we will do T's Revenge's return for a few sessions, as they're continuing on exactly at this timeline, dealing with Valeris Vicari as the guardian of Cacopia's Veil. So, check in with that at 6:30 Central Time tomorrow. That being said, everybody have a fantastic week, and we will see you tomorrow. Good night.